Hello, my name is Divya Porwal and I am volunteer of Applied Forensic Research Science. This video contains forensic science important sections in Indian Penal Code 1816, Series 5. And in this video we will discuss about chapter 3, which is punishments of Indian Penal Code, and in this chapter we will discuss about all the punishments, all the sections which are says that which punishment is given to which person and what type of punishments are there in Indian Penal Code. Section 53. First, we will discuss about Section 53, and on the basis of Bayer Act, the punishments to which offenders are liable under the provisions of this code are: first, death; secondly, imprisonment for life; fourthly, imprisonment which is of two descriptions, namely, first is rigorous and second is simple. Rigorous means that is with hard work, and fifthly, forfeiture of property; sixthly, fine. And these type on the basis of Section 53, these type of punishments, only these type of punishments are given to the guilty person or given to the criminal, not other than these punishments. So Section 53 express the punishments, which type of punishments are given to the guilty on the basis of Indian Penal Code that are defined in Section 53. Next, we will discuss about Section 54. Section 54 says that in every case in which sentence of death shall have been passed, the appropriate government may, without the consent of the offender, commute the punishment for any other punishments provided by this code. Means this section says that in any case, if in case punishment is said to be death, so the appropriate government, without the known of offender, change the another punishment on the basis of death punishment which is related to particular crime. So the conclusion is on the basis of Section 54, the appropriate government have a power to change the punishment without known of the offender. Means ऑफेंडर को बिना बताए जो अप्रोप्रिएट गवर्नमेंट है, जो अप्रोप्रिएट गवर्नमेंट मीन्स राज्य सरकार के पास ऐसी ताकत होती है, ऐसा अधिकार है उनको कि वो जो डेथ पनिशमेंट दी गई है उसको चेंज करके दूसरी पनिशमेंट दे सकते हैं क्रिमिनल को. Next is Section 55, commutation of sentence of imprisonment for life. Means जो imprisonment of life punishment which is given to the guilty person is commuted by the appropriate government, which is written in Section 55 on the basis of Bayer Act language. This is written like, in every case in which sentence of imprisonment for life shall have been passed, the appropriate government may, without the consent of the offender, commute the punishment for imprisonment of either description for a term not extend to 14 years. Means appropriate government have a power to change the punishment from life imprisonment to another punishment, but the exception is they not may extend to the 14 years. Means the punishment which are commuted are not more than 14 years, which is under the 14 years can be. Next is Section 63, which means amount of fine, where no sum is expressed to which a fine may extend. The amount of fine to which the offender is liable is unlimited, but shall not be excessive. Means the amount of fine which is liable to the offender are not much excessive, and there is no limit for the amount. Means the amount is unlimited, and this amount is not shall be excessive. Next is Section 64, which says that sentence of imprisonment for non-payment of fine. Non-payment of fine means any criminal or any guilty person who don't pay his or her fine to the government or on the basis of law, which may be punished with the imprisonment on the basis or on the order of judge. Next is Section 65. Limit to imprisonment for non-payment of fine when imprisonment and fine avoidable. This section says that the term for which the court directs the offender to be imprisoned in default of payment of fine shall not exceed 1/4 of the term of imprisonment which is मैक्सिमम फिक्स्ड फॉर द ऑफेंस मीन्स फॉर द ऑफेंस के लिए जो भी सज़ा फिक्स की गई थी उसकी 1/4 से ज़्यादा उसको नहीं मिलेगी फाइन पे नहीं करने के लिए. Section 66 says that description of imprisonment for non-payment of fine means in the section 66 it explains that the imprisonment which the court imposes in default of payment of a fine may be of any description to which offender might have been sentenced for the offense means the offense which is sentenced to the offender is anything or any punishment which is given means only rigorous imprisonment, simple imprisonment, fine, death, any type of punishment can be given to the offender. Next is section 67. Section 67 says that imprisonment for non-payment of fine when offense punishable with fine only means this section is applicable on the persons which is punished only with the fine, not with any imprisonment or death. So on the basis of section 67 के basis पर if कोई भी पर्सन जो है वो फ़ाइन पे नहीं करता है तो उसको उसके बदले सज़ा जो मिलेगी, जो भी उसको पनिशमेंट मिलेगी वो उस बेसिस पर मिलेगी कि वो फ़ाइन कितने का था. जितने कम का फ़ाइन होगा उतनी कम सज़ा होगी, जितने ज़्यादा का फ़ाइन होगा उतनी ज़्यादा बड़ी सज़ा होगी. Next, section 68. Section 68 says that the imprisonment to terminate on payment of fine means पेमेंट ऑफ फाइन जो है, जो फ़ाइन लगाया गया है ऑफेंडर के ऊपर उसको टर्मिनेट कर दिया गया है. टर्मिनेट लॉ के द्वारा ही हो सकता है, कोई भी नॉर्मल पर्सन नहीं कर सकता. ऑन द लैंग्वेज ऑफ बेयर एक्ट द इम्प्रीजनमेंट विच इज़ इम्पोज्ड इन डिफॉल्ट ऑफ पेमेंट ऑफ अ फाइन शेल टर्मिनेट वेन एवर दैट फाइन इज़ आइदर पेड और लीव्ड बाय द प्रोसेस और लॉ. या तो वो पे कर दिया गया बाद में या फिर लॉ के प्रोसेस के द्वारा उसे टर्मिनेट कर दिया गया. Next is section 69. Termination of imprisonment on payment of proportional part of fine means termination पूरे फाइन पर नहीं होकर के कुछ पार्ट पर हुआ. If before the expiration of the term is in imprisonment fixed in default of payment such a proportion of fine be paid or leaved that the term of imprisonment suffered in default of payment is not less than proportional to the part of the fine still unpaid, the imprisonment shall terminated means if the fine is paid partially or the partially fine is leaved, so the punishment is imprisonment shall be terminated. Next is section 71. It says that limit of punishments of offense made up of several offense means the punishment which is made up of one offense and is up to of several offenses. On the basis of Bayer Act, it is written that where anything which is an offense is made up of parts means any crime or any offense is committed by the offender is in parts means and in some parts the crime can be committed. The offender shall not be punished with the punishment of more than one of such his offense unless it be so expressly provided. There are some illustrations are given in section 71 are first A gives Z 50 strokes with a stick. Here A may have committed the offense of voluntarily causing hurt to Z by the whole beating and also by each of the blow which make up the whole beating. If A were liable to punishment for every blow means if A is liable for punishment to every blow means every part of the beating shall be liable, he might be imprisoned for 50 years मीन्स अगर एक मारने के तरीके के हिसाब से देखा जाए तो वो 50 ईयर्स के लिए सज़ा हो सकती है. वन फॉर ईच ब्लो के लिए. बट ही इज़ लायबल ओनली टू वन पनिशमेंट फॉर द होल बीटिंग मीन्स द पनिशमेंट विच इज़ गिवन टू दैट पर्सन दैट क्रिमिनल is mixed with the whole beating means not with the one blow, it gives to the on the basis of the whole beating. And the second illustration is but if while A is beating Z and Y interferes and A intentionally strikes Y means y only interferes between the fighting, but a intentionally strikes y. A ने intentionally y को strike किया here, as the blow given to y is no part of the act whereby a voluntarily causes hurt to z. a सिर्फ z को मारना चाह रहा था, तो y के जो मारने की सज़ा है वो a को नहीं मिलेगी, सिर्फ z के मारने की सज़ा मिलेगी. Next, section 73. Section 73 explains the punishment solitary confinement. So it is a very hard punishment which are given to the only in rigorous cases. So solitary confinement is not given to more than 3 months to any person on his full पनिशमेंट मीन्स फुल ऑफेंस के अंदर सिर्फ ये 3 महीने की ही दी जा सकती है, 3 महीने से ज़्यादा की नहीं दी जा सकती. वो भी किस बेसिस पर दी जा सकती है ये 3 स्केल के ऊपर डिपेंड करती है सॉलिटरी कन्फाइनमेंट. अगर पूरी सज़ा 6 महीने के अंदर है तो सॉलिटरी कन्फाइनमेंट 1 महीने का होगा. अगर पूरी सज़ा 6 महीने से ज़्यादा है तो 2 महीने का सॉलिटरी कन्फाइनमेंट होगा. अगर पूरी सज़ा 1 साल या 1 साल से ज़्यादा है तो 3 महीने का सॉलिटरी कन्फाइनमेंट होगा, इससे ज़्यादा का नहीं हो सकता. नेक्स्ट इज सेक्शन 74. In section 74 the limit of solitary confinement are explained. So in executing a sentence of solitary confinement, such confinement shall is in no case exceed 14 days at a time with intervals between the periods of solitary confinement. Means 3 महीने के solitary confinement में भी कुछ periods divide किए गए हैं. जैसे 14 days का किया गया है, 14 days एक साथ रख सकते हैं, उसके बाद बीच में गैप देना पड़ता है उनको. And between the period of solitary confinement of not less duration then such confinement shall not exceed 7 days in any one a month of the whole imprisonment awarded with intervals between the periods of solitary confinement of not less duration than such period. Means the limit of solitary confinement is 14 days. Means in the between of 3 months 14 days is the limit of solitary confinement. In the between of 14 days they will have to give you a break. That's all for the chapter 3. I hope this video helps you. If you want to watch our more interesting videos, then subscribe the channel, and if you have any queries regarding this video, just put in the comment section. Thank you.